Hello everyone, my name is Uthris and welcome back to Falcon Reach, where we are continuing on with our kind of hillside settlement. Last time we built two new houses, homes, whatever you want to call it, over here in the residential district, and I've been laying foundations and groundwork for some new buildings in the meantime. So, I have actually fully dug out kind of our entrance tunnel into the valley here. And if you were to come in from this route, you'd kind of break through and then you'd be greeted with all of this, which looks pretty nice. And I think what I want to do is try and get some sort of gate here built. Something pretty nice looking. And then also build these two structures here. So we have this, which is actually going to be a part... Well, it's basically a brothel. I mean, I was going to think of a nice way to put it, but it's a brothel. And it is partially outside, and then a lot of it's going to be underneath this small house here. So basically the front end, kind of the main desk reception area, and then the back end will have just kind of a whole bunch of rooms and stuff. Being underground hopefully insulates some of the noise. This house here is just going to be a normal house. And I'm going to probably do something rather cool on this upper level. We are going to do some sort of house that is partially kind of overlapping this one. So it looks like it's basically another variant of the semi-detached home. Something a little bit more like an apartment, maybe. So I have to measure out kind of the road here. So we don't take away sections we don't need to take away. Alright, and just to verify that is correct, it is. Pretty standard housing. It's becoming nighttime. I'm just going to turn up the brightness, as I didn't really want to continue progressing waiting for daytime. Let's go ahead and lay out our flat stone flooring here. Yeah, we've been relatively safe over the past couple days, which is nice. Having kind of only a couple entry points is definitely doing us very well. Alright, so that's going to connect up to that road. The building is going to connect to this corner here. So I can get rid of those. It's going to be a single story, kind of just simple roof. We have an additional kind of overhang area where people can sit and stuff. Just a little outside courtyard. I raised up this terrain here and planted a bunch of trees just to make it match a little bit better. You know, I would put a campfire, but the lighting issue is still a problem. So I'm not going to do that, and it's getting really dark actually. Let's grab our wood cutters, tell them to stop chopping the nearest tree, as it can get them in some trouble occasionally. And we have really enough wood for now. 942 logs. Decent amount for sure. Our farmers constantly harvesting us some food, which has been kind of staying steady between 800 and 1200, kind of depending on how often things come up for harvest. Alright, we can raise up the kind of stone core here a little bit more. It's quite a process to build on these cliff sides. If I probably for the third season, if we do a third season, I don't think I'm going to do another kind of hillside town. It's just a lot of work, and really, it's probably just not worth the amount. It really slows down the process. I mean, I don't really know off the top of my head what episode we're on, but we're catching up to the first season, and we have far less overall constructed. We're taking up a lot more area, but that's just because we're stuck with the terrain type. We don't have any like grand structures as last season. I don't think. I mean, we don't even have docks or boats or anything like that. Alright, so let's get kind of our main support pillar built here. It's probably going to do pale brick. It'll make it too wide. Alright. Something like this. Something very solid, you know? Some large atrium kind of structure. And we'll do kind of an umber brick section here, just like this. And even throw some red roofing on some spots just to slope it a little bit. And see, it's already morning, so that was fairly quick. I'm gonna have to dig this out eventually and do some sort of good terrain piece here. Hopefully that'll look good. Let's check up on our miners here. Working on a decent amount of projects at once. So we'll have just kind of a hallway going straight back, and then just a bunch of rooms to the side, I think, will be the best thing to do here. You know, it's so hard to record for you guys, and I had to apologize all the time for the constant beeping, but I swear, it is driving me nuts. It's just driving me nuts. I don't know what to do. Like, I can't cover up the window. My apartment's too small to move my computer anywhere else. So it's just this thing that constantly nags in the back of my mind. And I can just hear this faint beeping through my headset, which is coming through loud and clear on my microphone. Oh boy. I don't understand. I just don't understand. We'll do timber floor for the bulk of it. And maybe something a little bit extra for the cornerstones. We can do pale brick or something. Something kind of nice. And we will use, I could probably do castle brick here. It would be alright. Okay. Very large building process this is. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and get some storage up here for masonry. And some wood as well. Just so they don't have to walk as far from the build site. Okay, that turned out fairly nice. This main support column here. And we'll do the same thing on the other side, so it's up 3, then 1. 3, then 1. And then the roofing for it. Alright. If I can see back in there. I could actually probably just lower the terrain down. Since if I've played this game before, Alright. And at this point, we'll do kind of a pale brick roof. What do you say? And give it a nice red roof as our entryway. And we can throw up our fieldstone kind of retaining wall as normal. right there. We have a lot of builders, so these things actually get constructed rather quickly at this point. I'm gonna have to kind of clear out the terrain, kind of sculpt out the mountains a little bit, really work on like the smooth transition. I want this kind of nice sweeping line, if you know what I mean, to kind of signal the entryway, and then this can remain kind of hilly on either side, but that's going to take a little bit of time. A little bit of time for sure. So, okay, that looks like it's going well. So we'll do castle brick. Actually, I need to dig out the floor here, don't I? Actually, no. I need to raise up the roof. Okay. And I think it is that. If I am correct, it is. Construction, flooring, timber tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. 1, 2, 3. So it'll be something like that. The dividing wall. We'll do a couple rooms for sure. I'll have to expand it as we go. Let's see, this is a timbered floor, right? Dig mine. I'm gonna grab this. Allow them to keep working. Kind of have to give them a refresh. So they realize, hey, there's such a mine right here. Or they just don't want to. That's fine too. That's just A-okay. Gonna work on the outer wall some more. So we'll do something like this. Rather narrow windows, you know. It's not really the most advertised place, probably. Though, there's a little bit of a sitting area right next to it, but, you know, hey, maybe afterwards you just want to go sit in a little park, you know. Who am I to judge? Let's see, let's think of a good countertop. Something like that. And then for the walls here, we will use probably timbered brick for the roofing. Construction walls, let's go with umber brick again. No, wait, I need fieldstone. Where is it umber? I think at this point it's umber, isn't it? I think the staircases end up being something like this. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that looks right. This whole area is just this massive construction project, if I can speak today. Let's grab some roofing, we can grab some ceramic tiles. How's our building materials looking? Still okay. Really didn't lose as much timber as I thought it would. Alright. That'll look better once it has a little roof on it, I think. And we can go down to ground view. Just to see. Yep. Alright, so we're going on about 15 minutes here, so I'm going to go ahead and skip. And hopefully once all this is built, you guys will be somewhat impressed That's the plan, at least. Alright, so here we are. This is pretty much the finished areas that we were working on. It's day 167 now. I don't really know how many days in-game I spent on this. It's been what feels like forever. And it turned out well. I like how dense everything's starting to look in this area. We have a nice solid row of homes here. A path kind of cutting its way through. We have, you know, our kind of finished main gate area for the tunnel. And of course, there's always a merchant at the end of every one of these episodes. It is a little annoying. So what I'm going to do is find our trader real quick and make him a woodchopper. There we go. That should, in theory, I would think, cancel the trade and make him go away. In fact, I want to check that. You're going away now? Huh? Huh? Get out of the town hall. No idea. Maybe he's glitched there forever. But let's go ahead and go over what's on the inside here. We have the upper little house, which is a nice little quaint L-shaped kind of thing. Fireplace, the usual kind of decorations that we mix around in pretty much every single house that we do. And then down below, we have the other small section here with a pretty impressive fireplace in this area. He has a very high roof in the first section, so we were able to fit some statues in here as well. Maybe it's just a fairly wealthy person lives there. And then for the brothel, which you could also kind of call an inn of sorts, here we go. This is plenty of room, storage, miscellaneous stuff that I'm sure you could use your imagination for, and that's about it. So let's see. Obviously, a lot of people are here. Is this Dander? Dander, get out of here. Same with you, Dorothy. Who else is in here? No one of importance. Anyways, I think that's going to do us for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, this whole thing is coming together nicely. So I hope you guys have stuck together with me through all the trials, tribulations, and deaths and things. We're going to have to build a graveyard, like I always say at some point. Oh my goodness, it's so hard to remember these things. Anyways, if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below on what you guys want to see next. And I'll see you all next time.